Hey, this is Matt once again. What about to the videos of the paid requests? It's time for James. Thank you so much, man, for your generosity. I really appreciate it, man. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for Resident Alien Season 1, Episode 1. It's a TV show I had never heard of. It was on Syfy channel. I guess technically it's still on because it's in its third season that started this year on SYFY. I still remember Syfy Channel when it was spelled the right way, SCIFI. When you got to SYFY, I'm like, well, it turned to crap, turned to shit. So I didn't even know they still did original programming. I thought it was just a bunch of like Shark versus Octopi versus Elf versus The Flash or whatever the hell versus movies. Gigantic Crocosaurs versus Arachna Octagon or whatever the hell names they came up, put together, smushed together, take two, three things, just mesh them together and put verses in the middle. But this stars Alan Tudyk, who I enjoy as an actor. I love him in Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. That's a very underrated movie. Sad that never got a sequel or franchise. But Alan Tudyk is great in that. He was in the TV show Firefly and the movie Serenity, among other movies. He's the star of this. It takes place in Colorado. Pretty much the gist of it is that an alien is sent to be on a mission. Lightning struck the ship. It crashes. He has to find a body, so he finds a doctor, played by Alan Tudyk, kills him, takes his shape of his body, and so now it's Alan Tudyk as this alien trying to mimic humans and be among this small Colorado town as he's trying to search for his ship, his supplies that he needs to complete his mission. And while he's doing that, he is, at least in this episode, it's leading up to him being the town doctor. And I would definitely say Alan Tudyk is the best part of this. So I didn't mind it. It was okay. I looked up some info. Apparently when it gets to season 2, it got very woke. Apparently a lot of people have said that when it gets very woke. I'm like, oh, that's great. But am I surprised? But with this episode, I would say again, the positive is Alan Tudyk, the way he plays the role, where he's not a dumb character. He's trying to mimic what humans are, but again, he has this eccentric way of saying things that puts people off guard. He's trying to learn how to talk and speak more like a human by watching episodes of Law and Order. So later on, when there's this dead body that he's supposed to figure out what happened, when he's able to figure out, he does the Law and Order, and be like, what the hell are you doing? But he's so used to that. There are times that he'll be in a situation and we, the audience, see his alien form, whether it be him on a boat fishing or him doing other stuff. There's a bit like him dancing, and then there's a mirror, and we see in the mirror his alien form, and the camera like goes into the mirror. So it's like him dancing in the Alan Tudyk skin, and then the camera goes to the mirror, and then the mirror image we see him dancing in this an alien look. I don't mind the look of the alien. It's kind of that classic gray alien with the big black eyes, but there's a bit more color. But sometimes it's different. Sometimes like a little bit more blue, sometimes a little bit more red. I just depend on the situation. And for the most part, when you see that, it's practical effects, which I appreciate. Apparently, once in a while, a human can see his true form. In this case, is a little kid, which I think is the son of the mayor. And so there's a few times he tries to kill the kid. Doesn't work out. I think at one time the kid escapes and he kind of looks at the kid and does like one of these, middle finger things. And again, what the jokes, the humor is from him trying to act smooth like a human and failing. So, for example, he's being very blunt. He's being very. It's that type of thing where they take everything at face value, kind of like Dave Bautista in Guardians of the Galaxy. Kind of that thing where they don't know sarcasm, they don't know jokes and stuff, and being very blunt. I'm smarter than you. This is a fact. Or when a nurse proved him wrong, he's like, no, they can't be. Because he thinks humans are, incredibly dumb. So his way of apologizing is like, I compare you to a lizard, but that is not bad. At least you're not a panda. Pandas are really dumb. He's like telling a story like a panda, if they give birth, then they may eat the baby because they don't know, and the nurse like, no, 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 you know what? Just forget about it. Just forget about it. Just don't worry about it. Or during the autopsy of this guy, the guy's wife came in and she didn't know the guy was dead. So when he tells the story to the nurse, he's like, I put down the brain to shake her hand, and she ran out. Or when he's called douchebag, he doesn't understand it, so he looks on the phone, looks up what it is. And then someone had mentioned the word taint, so he looks it up, he's like, ugh. So is that kind of humor? If that kind of humor doesn't gel with you, then I doubt the show would be for you. Again, I think what made it work is I enjoy Alan Tudyk as an actor. I enjoy his performance. Obviously, at this point, he's not supposed to be a good guy. I mean, he's killed someone at the beginning. He's trying to kill a little kid. At the very end of the episode, he's become the town doctor, and his first patient is a kid that sees his true form and screams. And the last line of the episode is, "This is some bullshit." I will say though that it does create an intrigue as to what's going to happen next, because watching this episode, it doesn't. As far as I know, I don't know what. Well, as far as I don't know, what the formula of the show would be. Is it him going to be looking at a crime every episode? Is it him, I guess, just trying to be in the small town and meeting people and being friends with them? It does create a lot of intrigue to me of like where this would go, what directions is it going to go, and what's going to happen next. As it doesn't seem predictable. So I'd be like, okay, well, where is this show going to lead me to? It does create that. Let alone how this lasts for, at this point, 3 seasons. Does he? I'm assuming he learns to be more human and starts to appreciate humanity more. I might can assume that stuff, but who knows? Is there'll be more of him trying to solve all the crimes or not? I guess it's just him being this alien undercover, just going through all sorts of the little things we humans go through. But yeah, the other actors, I didn't mind the lady who played the nurse, who she tries to get to know him a bit more. Even though he doesn't like humans, he does do something noble where she's getting beat up by her old boyfriend and he comes in, smashes through the door, throws the guy, and is ready to just choke him out and kill him. But I'm assuming that's to be a bit more undercover. But yeah, I don't think they meant it as he felt bad for her. But at the same time, I wasn't 100% sure why he did that. But I guess maybe just again to stick to being undercover a bit better. Like I said, Alan, I keep repeating Alan Tudyk. Like I said, he definitely makes it worth a watch. I guess reading up on stuff that people liked the first season, that's why I got a second season. But again, I guess starting season 2 or so, it became a bit more woke as I read up on some reviews. Which, if that's the case, that sucks. But I don't know. I don't know about season 3. Haven't seen. Only one I've seen is this first episode. I don't know if more will be requested. Maybe not. I don't know. But overall, I didn't mind it. Didn't mind it. Some of the other supporting characters, the sheriff, he seems a bit goofy to be the sheriff. I forget what he would want to be called. Black something, because he happens to be black, but you want to be like Black Machine or Black something. Something that they may want to be called would seem a bit childish for a sheriff, but I guess that's the point. The mayor, not a whole lot about him. There's a bit of mystery of apparently this crime scene, this body. At the end, spoiler, they find out that the doctor tried to do a tracheotomy on himself, tracheometry. Can't even say the word right. Where you put the blade and you try to make it so that you can breathe. Put like a little hose in there. But he couldn't do it in time, and apparently someone poisoned him. Probably someone here did it. I guess you find out later who that is. I would assume. But at least it has a little bit of uniqueness to it. I can't say, oh, it's exactly like this show or exactly like this show. So I can appreciate that. When the alien first kills the original Alan Tudyk, the CGI is not the best because it comes out, then it has like a second pair of arms, and it is not the best CG. But it's really only that scene that they use CG. The rest of it, when you see the alien, it's pretty much practical. Which again, I like the look of it. I think it would have been nice to have more scenes of we the audience see the alien, but they see Alan Tudyk. So him like talking and explaining this stuff with Alan Tudyk's voice coming out of this alien visage, alien body. I think that could create a bit more humor, a bit more visual gags for the audience. But I mean, that would be confusing people where while we see him in the alien visage, your mind's thinking, well, don't they see it? I said, no, we see it, but they see Alan Tudyk. And maybe that'd be confuse people. That's why they don't do it a whole lot. Unless the little kid sees him. But anyway, didn't mind it, though. I thought it was okay. That was okay. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. And we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.